And a human is not man yet. Because when man fell, he became human, part beast and part man or woman. That's the fall of man. And this had to be because a new nation has to be born. And it can only be born when the older nation gets torn to pieces. And the new nation has to dig deeper, become more in-depth in order to bring on a new tone or frequency nation. And this is why we're here. For no other reason. We're here for that reason. Now, there are many ways to solve a problem, many roads to Rome, many arrows face Jerusalem, or whichever others you like. But in order to get to that new promised land, which doesn't exist out here, it exists inside of us. There is no land out here, although we use it as if there were. This is only earth and territory. Inside of us is the land, the promised land. And that promised land is what Brian was telling you about. When you breathe in and then you breathe out, there is a pause. And that pause can be called the comforter, the paraclete. And it is in that pause, once we conquer it, where we will be able to perform a magical acts, a miracles, miracles. It cannot be done out here unless we set up a whole stage of mirrors, this, that, and the other thing, in order to perform magic. But the magic I'm speaking about is the magic that's done by thought. Thoughts are things. But unless we get to that point, our thoughts materialize, but it has to go through a lot of debris or dirt. And by the time it is received on the other end, it is distorted. Ever listen to your radio when the weather is very bad and lightning and thunder is out there and you hear all the crackles, interference? And then sometimes what you receive isn't exactly what is broadcasted. And what I think, when it has to go through all this filth, very seldom received. And it doesn't materialize that easily. This is why when we listen to people, we will say, we don't understand them. We don't understand her. Oh, I don't agree. How is the message really coming in? And how am I receiving that message? Am I cleansed enough inside? Even if it comes through, am I cleansed enough inside to let me hear what the speaker is saying? Am I? And this, my dear people, is the gist of all things. Now, when I breathe in and I breathe out, that's the rest. Now let's go to the Bible.